Bidtravel has been actively on the ground, showing support and being a great example of the change that corporate South Africa needs, being inclusive for the LGBTQ community as they were in the front lines of Cape Town Pride 2024 in March, engaging with the community. Bidtravel also initiates conversations with the community that the rest of the corporate world is often afraid to have.
I'm Gillian Ishmael. I head up transformation and HR for Bidtravels Involvement, and my role is really to look after the people in our business and to really assist with initiatives like this and be part of the initiatives.
I'm actually glad to meet someone that takes the initiative to go forward and make spaces queer friendly.
To further demonstrate Bidtravel's unwavering commitment to transformation and inclusivity, they actively engage with media outlets to advocate for these values.
The Modern Community Foundation, together with the private sector, will hold a conference for marginalized communities, including the LGBT+ and persons with disabilities. The event is expected to look at ways to uplift those with the uncommon lived experiences by sharing their true stories. Joining us is Rennie's BCD Travel CEO, that's Reese Oakes, and Managing Director at Modern Community Foundation, that's Ravel Harris. Gentlemen, a pleasure to have you on the program this afternoon. Maybe let me start with you, Reese. Speak to us about your involvement in the IME conference. Of course, you come from private business.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you to yourself and thank you to the viewers today. As Rennie's BCD Travel, we foster a very diverse and inclusive workspace, and partnering with the LGBTQI+ community and organizations and disability foundations really pivots us in the market space in the private sector to enable the community at large.
Lydia Foley, Group CEO of Bidtravel, speaks passionately about creating an inclusive workplace culture that fosters transformation and celebrates the individuality of every employee. Under her leadership, Bidtravel is dedicated to creating a work environment where diversity is embraced and everyone feels valued and respected.
Hi everyone, my name's Lydia Foley. I am the Group CEO for Bidtravel, Bidvest Travel Cluster, looking after all of the businesses that form part of our business unit. So, I think we're blessed to be working in the hospitality industry, and the hospitality industry for a very long time has been a safe place for queer people to be able to just be. And as Bidvest Travel Holdings, it is part of the fabric of who we are as the employer and who we are as the company. So in our space, we recognize people for merit and what they're good at, as opposed to any orientation that you might.
Can you share examples of how Bidvest Travel Holdings celebrates and promotes LGBTQ diversity within the company?
Sure. We're here. We support Modern Centric, and it is a great initiative that we are very proud to be involved in and proud to be associated with. I had some of my colleagues join the celebrations in Cape Town, and the feedback from everybody that attended was overwhelming, and I think it just really highlights how if people are marginalized, how they can't participate in society, and how important it is to recognize those that are marginalized and celebrate our differences, because that's what makes us unique. Further, we do have Rennie's BCD that are involved in a Safe House initiative, which I think is really important, because not everybody is as accommodating, and we do need to be in that position where we can provide that safety if people do find themselves in difficult situations as well. So we are blessed in that there are people who are openly able to express that they are queer working within our business, but we don't necessarily have a particular voice to individuals. You are part of our fabric, you are part of our business, and I think we recognize that everybody has an equal contribution. So it wouldn't be seen to be different. I think that would then target and isolate people as individuals. But rather you stand up for the merits of whatever the topic of discussion is on the day, as you recognize for your contribution in the business. I certainly recognize that not all industries are as inclusive. So I do think some industries have quite some way to go where there's already a preconceived idea of queer people not being as committed or not being as capable. And to recognize that people from all walks of life are able to participate in your business and from society as well, and also looking at what queer people can bring into your business in terms of maintaining a different focus, looking at objectives differently. And you know, for me, the one thing that I think we have to acknowledge is queer people often come with a very good creative flair. And what does that deliver to your business? And just being able to give you a different mindset in terms of incorporating thoughts, not just business, into society as well, to incorporate them as part of our day-to-day.